Hey guys, welcome back to another NV Creations coin roll hunting video. In this video, I purchased a box of quarters from my bank. I'm going to open it up, see what we have. I might just do 10 rolls or so. I'm not sure. We'll see how this video goes, how I feel. I might get antsy and want to open the whole box. So let's see what we can find. On my score sheet, I've got 1 point for foreign coins, 5 points for West minted coins from 2019 and 2020, 10 points for proofs, 20 points for silver, and 50 points for anything. I got Standing Liberty on the list, but anything I can find that is old. So let's dig into this box, see what comes of it, and yeah, let's get going. The excitement is real here. I probably doesn't sound like that in my voice, but I'm excited. There is a possibility that I could be going through coins to find variations. Like I said, I'm not sure, but let's crack it open, see what we got. And well, to me, it's looking like a bunch of state and park quarters. Sorry, my dog is a little wild there. I do see a crossing the Delaware, which could be an errored coin. Here's another one. Another one over here. There's quite a few of them. I do see a Kansas here that could have a error on it, a Delaware that could have an error. So we'll start by going through some quarters, see what we come up with. I might take a minute off camera to look through them and see if I can find any possible errors. I do see an Alaska there, which we could look for errors on, but yeah, so let's get started. I'll get this box cleared off and I'll pull out roll number 1 and we'll see what we can find. All right, so here we have roll number 1. Let's slide it open and see if there's anything that jumps out at us. It'd be nice to find some silver. We'll see. Get you guys in here and we can take a closer look at this. I'm not seeing any silver edges, but there are a few newer coins. This one almost looks silver, but when you look at it, you can tell it's clad. And obviously that's going to be a brand new quarter. That's the Patsy Takamoto mink quarter. So let's get these out and we will see what we have. So we do have a crossing the Delaware here. I know of a die chip error on the hat, and I know there's something on the sword, but I'm not sure what it is. Sorry, I got to keep it in frame there. So we'll set that aside. We'll look into it a little more. We'll see what else we got. Here's a brand new Edith Kanaka Ole. Oh, man, I'm terrible. I got it zoomed in and I can't see what we got going on here. Again, I apologize for my dog. He's quite annoying. It's a nice coin. Northern Marianas Trench. It's 2009. I know I've been having troubles finding these, so that's a nice find for me. It does have the Denver Mint mark, so nothing. It's not a San Francisco business strike. got a Montana quarter. These I use a lot for my rings, so I always hang on to them. Here we have canvas. We'll flip it over. I know these ones can say "In God We Rust," but this one is just about nice mint condition almost. Here we've got our Delaware. On this one, I heard it's called the Spitting Horse Error, which usually has a little slice coming out heading towards the sea on Caesar, but this one doesn't seem to have it. Here's a low minted Hawaiian Volcanoes. I like to hang on to the 2010 11s and 12s. That one's a Denver, so that'll be a hang on to that one. Here's right behind it, a 2010 Hot Springs. We'll hang on to that one as well. Low minted. All right, well, there's roll number 1. Not a whole lot to find. We got our Northern Marianas Island, my Montana quarter, my Hawaiian Volcanoes, and my Hot Springs low mintage coins. I'll take a closer look at these, and if I find anything else, I'll bring it up. Otherwise, we'll move on to roll number 2. All right, so after looking through roll number 1, I didn't see anything of importance, so we'll move on to roll number 2. We didn't get any points on roll number 1, so we will see what roll number 2 has for us. Not seeing any silver in here. I can zoom you guys in so you can check this out, but as you can see, there's no silver. So we'll sort through and see what we have. Another Montana quarter. Here we've got our 2020 American Samoa. This one has possibility of a West Mint. We'll flip it over and it's just a Denver. So we'll move on. Another Montana for my collection. Here's one I don't see of much up here. The Dr. Reverend Polly Murray. So that's kind of neat to find. One of my favorite quarters is the bicentennial quarter. I like that one. Here's a Salt River Bay 2020 with the possibility of a West Point. We'll flip that. And we got a Denver on that one. And I don't see anything of importance there. I'll go through and double check these before I move on to roll number 3, and we'll get right back to it. All right, nothing too fancy there, so we'll move on to roll number 3 here. See if we can't pull us something with a point total. Pretty worn edges, but I'm not seeing any silver here, so we'll take a deeper look and see if we can't find something fun. Alright, we got a Salt River Bay 2020 with the possibility of a West Point, and it's a Denver. Here's a 2020 Marsh Billings Rockefeller. We'll flip it over, see if it's got the W. And we've got a Philly mint mark. Here's another Marsh Billings Rockefeller. Flip it over for the Denver mint mark. Nothing on that one. Here's another Salt River Bay. We'll flip that. We got a Denver mint mark. Here's a nice looking Weir Farm 2020. We'll flip that. Once you look at that, we got a San Francisco. It's not proof quality, but that there is a San Francisco business strike. I should put that down on my score sheet if we find one. Here's another Marsh Billings Rockefeller 2020. We'll flip that to see the Denver mint mark, so no West Point on that one. Here we got a Kansas. We can flip that over and see if we've got the In God We Rust. And clearly we don't. So on that roll, we did find the San Francisco business strike. Let me check my... I should put that down. I'm going to add that to the score sheet for 2 points right above foreign coins. So we did get 2 points for the San Francisco business strike. I'll sort through these and we'll see if I come up with anything else. All right, so after going through that, I did find another San Francisco business strike. This one is a 2018 Apostle Islands, so that'll give us another 2 points for a total of 4 points on roll number 3. All right, on to roll number 4 here. Right now we're sitting at 4 points total for this hunt for our 2 San Francisco business strikes. Our initial search shows no silver in this, so we will move on and see what we can find. Alright, we got a 2020 Marsh Billings Rockefeller. We'll flip that over and it shows a Denver mint mark. Here's another Marsh Billings Rockefeller 2020. Give that a flip. Find a Denver mint mark. Crossing the Delaware, not finding any die chip error. Here's an Alaska. There is a extra claw option on this one as a error, but this one doesn't have it. Here's a 2020 Salt River Bay. We'll give it a flip. It shows us a Denver mint mark. No West Point there. Got another bicentennial quarter. I like to hang on to those. Alright, so all we got out of that one was bicentennial to hang on to. I didn't see anything worthwhile out of that one, so we'll move on to roll number 5. Alright, on to roll number 5. Still sitting at a 4-point total on this hunt. Got a pretty dirty coin there. Looks like it's been through a fire. Most likely has been. Gonna have a bad pour here. Here's another 2020 American Samoa. It looks like somebody colored in the date on it. We'll flip that over. And that's a Philly, not a West Point. Here is a 2019 San Antonio's Mission, possibility for a West Point. We got a Philly on that one. Here's a Wisconsin. We could look for the extra leaf on the cob of corn, and I'm not seeing one. So nothing of importance on roll number 5. So we'll move on to roll number 6. All right, on to roll number 6. All right, through a quick check, I'm not seeing any silver, so we will do a thorough. We got a 2019 San Antonio's Mission, and it's got a Denver, so no mint mark West Point. Here's a 2011 Chickasaw. That's a nice low minted coin. Just double check that. Yeah, just a Philadelphia. Here's a 2020 Marsh Billings Rockefeller. We'll flip that. We got a Denver mint mark, no West Point on that one. $1965. It's pretty close to silver. Here's a pretty beat up Marsh Billings Rockefeller. I'm guessing it's not going to be a West Point. It's a Denver. Looked like it got run over or chopped up in a metal vise. Here's a 2020 Weir Farm, one we got a business strike out of earlier. This one's going to be a Denver. Then a Delaware. Looks like somebody chewed up the face of it, right where it would be aired, but it's not. So on this one, pretty much all we found was a low minted 2011 Chickasaw Philadelphia coin. Unfortunately, I don't have those on my scoring sheet yet, but we'll hang on to that one nonetheless. So we'll move on to the next roll. All right, on to roll number 7 here. I think we're just going to go through a 10 roll hunt on this video. Don't need them to be too long. Pretty dark one on the end here, but I'm not, yeah, it's newer. Other than that, I'm not seeing any silver edges, so I'll sort through them a little bit, see what we can find. Right off the bat, I found me another Montana quarter. Glacier's another tough one to find up here, even though it's one of our national parks in our state. We don't seem to find very many of the coin, so I'll hang on to that as well. Oh, bless you. My little helper just woke up. So we'll run through this real quick and see if anything jumps out at us. Here's a 2020 Salt River Bay. I saw that it's already a Denver, so...
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's real excited.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to play with coins? Yeah. Here's another bicentennial quarter. We'll set that one aside. Oh, you found the dump box. Yeah, that's where Daddy puts all the coins. Yep. Yeah. Here's a Hawaiian Volcanoes 2012 low minted date. We'll set that aside. What do you see up there? Yeah, all sorts of stuff. Here's a Salt River Bay. Fortunately, it's a Denver. Hold on, bub. All right, so we got our Montana quarter, our Glacier quarter, our bicentennial quarter, and our low minted Hawaiian Volcanoes quarter. No points for these, but they're all keepers for me, so we'll move on to the next roll. All right, well, it's the next day. I do these videos while my little guy's down for his nap, and as you saw in the last clip, he woke up very enthused about it. So we'll get working on our next roll here, which is roll number 8. Sorry about my breathing. Get out of breath pretty easy. But we'll get into roll number 8 here. See if we can find something nice. On initial inspection, I don't see any silver edges, so we will do our more in-depth look here, see what we can come up with. The first coin we got here is going to be a 2020 American Samoan, so we'll flip that over and see if we've got the West Point Mint, but this is a Denver. Unfortunately, we don't have that. Hopefully we can find another San Francisco business strike, or even a proof would be nice. Here's a 2011 Chickasaw. That's a nice low minted coin, so we'll set that aside. I should put down low minted coins for points, but I haven't yet, so maybe we'll add that to the next one, or I'll go back through. Here's a Montana. Here is a 2019 River of No Return. This is a possible West Point minted coin. But we got another Denver. Here's a nice looking Shawnee 2016. Real shiny. Might be lucky and get a business strike. But it's just a Denver. Here's a Kansas. We can check to see if it's got the In God We Rust error on it. That one does not. Be nice to find an error coin, but I don't hold my breath on these kind of things. Take a look for a die chip error on his hat. We don't have anything on that one. Nice shiny Nevada there. A Denver mint mark. Here is a 2020 Salt River Bay. We can flip that to see if it's got West Point, and it's a Denver. There's another 2011 Glacier, low minted coin. This one's pretty rough. It just has a Denver mint mark, but we'll hang on to that. So on that roll, we didn't get any point coins, but we did get our 2011 Chickasaw low mintage, our 2011 Glacier low mintage, and a Montana coin for my collection. Sorry about the glare from the light. I will adjust that for the next roll. So 0 points for that roll. We'll move on to roll number 9. All right, on to roll number 9 here. So far, our total has been 4 points for this whole hunt. Pretty low, but we're setting the base for what we can get. Doesn't look like any silver coins in this roll, but take a closer look. Here's a Marsh Billings Rockefeller 2020. We'll flip it to see if we got the W mint mark, and it's a Denver. Come across the Salt River Bay 2020, so we'll flip that and see if we got the mint mark of the W, and a Denver. A lot of Denvers in my neck of the woods, being from Montana. There's another 2020 American Samoa. Flip that. We got a Philly this time, still not a West Point. Here's a nice shiny Marsh Billings Rockefeller 2020. Flip it and see what we get. And would you look at that? We found a San Francisco business strike. So there's going to be 2 points on our total for that roll. Quite enjoy finding San Francisco business strikes. Here's another 2020 Salt River Bay. Give that a flip. And we got a Denver. Here's another low minted 2011 Chickasaw. Philly on that one. Put that over on our keep pile. Another 2020 Marsh Billings Rockefeller. Flip that. And unfortunately, it's got a Denver mint mark as well. Alright, so all we got on that one was our 2020 Marsh Billings Rockefeller San Francisco business strike for 2 points, and a 2011 Chickasaw low minted coin. We'll hang on to those two. So 2 points on that one puts us up to 6 points total with 1 roll left to go. Alright, on to roll number 10. This will be the final roll of video 1 of the 1 box of quarters. Let's see what we can come up with. Not seeing any noticeable silver edges. There's a 2019 War in the Pacific. We'll see if it's got the West Mint and just the Denver. Here's a 2019 River of No Return. We'll flip that, and a Denver. Alright, so rule number 10, we didn't get anything on that. So for hunt number 1 of the box of quarters, 10 rolls, we found 3 San Francisco business strikes. That is all we got. A handful of low mintage coins with no points. So we're going to go with a 6-point run on first 10 rolls, part 1. So stay tuned for part 2 coming up. If you thought the video was good, give us that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe for notifications on future videos. Leave a comment if you saw anything that I missed. I can take a look at stuff. Other than that, be prepared for another coin roll hunting video in the near future. I release my videos at noon Mountain Standard Time on Sundays, so be aware of that. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.